Hey folks, welcome back to Eternal Crusader, and today we're gonna talk about this year's free comic book day issue of Conan the Barbarian. I'm not gonna lie or mince words, I think this is the best of the bunch so far. Firstly, it's a thick one with a page count of 30, including 16 pages of pure story. So it offers more substance than your typical free comic book day output, and inside you'll find the bold prelude to Robert E. Howard's The God in the Bowl, brought to life through the stunning artwork of Spanish artist Ivan Gil. It should be well known by now that Titan Comics has many European artists on their roster, and this is evident in the artwork. A Simple Steel, that's the name of the story, is perhaps the most European-looking comic Titan has produced so far, especially noticeable in the rich backgrounds. Ivan Gil has managed to pack each panel with a wealth of details for the reader's eye to explore. What I particularly liked as a German, Nemedia, where the story takes place, was created by Howard back in the 30s as a kind of archaic stand-in for medieval Germany, or the Holy Roman Empire. And it's clear that Ivan Gil has taken this into account in his drawings. The architecture mostly appears medieval Central European, but without denying that we are dealing with the Hyborian Age here. Of course, in cityscapes reminiscent of Rothenburg ob der Tauber, there are also references to ancient temples and tall spires with gleaming domes, iconic elements of the era when Conan tread the jewel thrones of the earth under his sandaled feet. I don't want to spoil too much about the story itself, but the Serpent Ring of Set, as it was first introduced by Howard in The Phoenix on the Sword, is a central pivot point of this prelude, which will connect 3 time periods in the upcoming Scourge of the Serpent miniseries. Anyone familiar with Howard's work will know which stories I talk about. And Conan himself, he is depicted as a young 70-year-old in this comic, and you can tell from his characterization. Writer Jim Zub made sure that this Conan is noticeably more outspoken, impulsive, and impatient than the later mercenary leader or king who makes wise decisions and has more insight into people and their motivations. And yet, Zub managed to weave Robert E. Howard's views on barbarism and civilization skillfully into the story. If you haven't read this comic yet or were unlucky enough not to find it at your local comic shop, you can download it now for free. I will put a link into the video description, and I hope you'll enjoy it too. Well folks, thank you all once again for listening to Eternal Crusader. And if you like our content, please do as our favorite Cimmerian would do. Crush that subscribe button, see bad YouTube content driven before you, and hear the lamentations of YouTubers who are too weak for sword and sorcery. Till next time.